Hello everyone, this is Jason from OTPG on the Play Games, and today we're going to be bringing you a top 8 match from Myrtle Beach Games Planetary Qualifier that was just held this past Sunday, the 11th, I believe that would make it. Yep, and it was an excellent and well-run event all the way through. Had a lot of fun with some giveaways. Through some raffle tickets that Myrtle Beach Games did. Anthony, just awesome owner of the shop. If you haven't been there, just don't let them maybe bite you. That's all I'm going to say. But wonderful, wonderful turnout. They had, I think it was 49, which lately the turnouts for the Planetary Qualifiers have been a little bit lower than normal or than they were for the first two seasons. So 49 is actually just slightly above the average right now. So they had a decent turnout, and there was a lot of Han Solo being represented. In the top 8, I have here 2 Han Solo yellow from the first set, and then 2 Han Solo red from the second set. We also had 1 Palpatine and 1 Yoda. And then we also had 2 Darth Vader set 4s. So Darth Vader actually did pretty well this weekend. I thought, to be honest, that Darth Vader was going to be kind of pushed out of the meta for a little while, especially with Anakin's doing so well. But they came out in force and they did really well. One of them was really cool with using Tarkentown. I did figure that Tarkentown was going to make a presence in this particular weekend's set of Planetary Qualifiers just because Han 2, the Red Han from Shadows of the Galaxy, had done so well recently. And one of the ways to combat that cheat out is to take advantage of the damage it applies to its units by using Tarkentown just to knock them out. So we did see an actual Tarkentown Darth Vader pilot list. That was really cool. So if you haven't seen my previous video where we kind of go through those lists slightly before it got onto the SWU Competitive Hub site, we go through each one of the lists and you can see some of the very interesting choices that were made in those Vader lists. But we do have the gameplay to get to, so I don't want to take too much away from that. So we're going to go ahead and start that now.
So stack lists. Push that and then press the view. Yeah.
Ryan and Mitchell, are y'all okay with being recorded for a video for Myrtle Beach Games?
Yes.
I do appreciate you. Congratulations on making it onto the top 8 for the first round. And you both had a great game with your data vault.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Super exciting, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's how that happens. You find something you like now, and you're like, oh shit.
Okay, does everyone have it where they can exchange? No one start looking at that
All
list
right,
yet.
so
Everyone got it set up
you
where
saw
they can exchange.
Ryan and Mitchell agreeing to be
Okay.
featured
On
on
my mark,
the
you'll have
recordings
3
of Myrtle
minutes.
Beach
Please keep all
Games.
pens and papers up until the end of the 3 minutes.
You're hearing Bradley right now, Judge Bradley,
3, 2, 1. You have 3
giving a
minutes.
countdown
Go.
for everybody to look at their
Yeah, let me know.
opponent's deck list. They get a 3-minute period where they do not get to take notes. And while they were figuring that out, the 2 players had exchanged the deck list with the little prior.
That's how everyone does it now. That works. Yeah, that's
They
how
didn't
everyone does it
spend
now.
too much
It's on the
time
phone.
looking at the phone because they were busy shuffling and preparing the decks.
Mind if I click just
But as you can see, Ryan is over there on the left-hand side of the screen.
like the force
One had his hand out over the Delphi card and reviewing that. And he is playing the former Set 1 Han with his data vault, beautiful hyperspace foil data
You
vault,
got a looper situation.
and a beautiful showcase. And Mitchell is going to be to the right side of the screen playing the young Han, Red Han, in Set 2 with his data vault. And he is taking a moment to look through Ryan's list.
Very, look cartoon.
It's a $60 game.
That one was just great.
I got a moment to speak with both of these gentlemen before the game. Excellent players, and really great sportsmanship throughout the whole time.
Bought him way back when.
So I'm gonna let most of the game do their talking because you should be able to hear the players pretty clearly when we've got to record.
That's your wife? Yeah. Yeah, she looks a lot like my brother's. Yeah, I was like, man, maybe they're the same person.
Come on, Ryan.
And I hope not.
Gotta represent.
Oh wait, I'm wrong. Once we start, I'm wrong. There's actually 2 advantages.
It would have been funny if Ryan was playing against his brother-in-law in this match. I do like the way Mitchell does his shuffling. One side shuffle, Barley and Grid. It's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anyone shuffle their deck like that. Cool. And you can see they're playing on the two-person Game Genix.
What's up? There's another
Original two-person Game Genix.
He's regular.
Star Wars Unlimited Hyperspace game mat provided by the store.
I love watching Star Wars play being at home. So I'm always willing to OTPG.
And we were very fortunate to be able to find a place where there wasn't a whole lot of glare on the cards, but as cards are played, I'll do my best to make sure that
Yeah, go ahead and make sure you guys shuffle really well because we didn't randomize after we decked out. So.
I don't know why.
Okay, everyone good with deck review?
I'll get mine.
that is the end of deck review time. And we'll have to give a shout out to both the judges, Bobby and Bradley. They did a great job of both announcing the start of the
Okay,
round.
as soon as your phones are put up,
moving.
deck review period is
Games
over. You may make any
Sunday.
notes you want to, but your phones have to be put up first, please.
Every Tuesday, we try to do
If I meant to, but now
Due to the fact this was on a Sunday, they were really trying to get this
Oh, so like
thing
you do.
done
Oh, okay.
in a manner that would allow people to get home safely before it got too late.
Alright, players, you have 75 minutes. You may begin.
And that's the announcement from Bobby of the 75-minute counter
I've got a video on there.
starting for the match.
All of those
Oh yeah.
for
Hopefully we get another down where I'm at.
Players taking a look at their mulligans.
based off of their
Hopefully we can get
And it looks like Mitchell is deciding to go ahead and and it looks like Ryan is going to join him.
pumping a lot back to the players for entries, but they're just not big.
A little history with Myrtle Beach Games and on the play
Yeah,
game.
they know that.
Myrtle Beach Games was one of the original shops to join us with the hyperdrive events that we ran 2 seasons ago. So definitely want to thank them for their participation in those events back when the Planetary Qualifiers were like not even one per state the first season. So it's very cool for us to be able to
$5 short.
Is Energy 35?
No, it was 45.
a little more competitive than say like your store showdown. So
Or maybe it might have been 30.
give our
Yeah, I saw it.
players in the a better chance to
That one I didn't have.
get some experience with more serious comp REL
All day I'm walking
competitive
around,
REL.
it's like, I was nervous about how nervous I was.
$35.
Because it felt like, okay,
Where's that at?
this is at best
And
going to
it
be
looks like Mitchell has the initiative.
Okay. North Carolina.
Price support too.
Yeah, we went up there for one. I don't go anywhere unless Will and them want to, though. So.
A girl like that.
See you, man.
Stop for the bottom.
Waited out till the rotation happens.
Players making their selections on their resourcing.
Oh yeah, it's my first one. I actually really did enjoy it. Yeah, the same thing over and over again. But hey, I definitely
One of the things Ryan does so well, and you really have to be able to play the original pond, is keeping track with his little tokens he uses there,
that's the case next time I do it.
not only for his hand where he's sitting off to the side, but also for
Okay, I may go out for that one. I don't know yet.
the resources that he'll have to
Alright, brother.
defeat at the beginning of action phase for Han Solo's leader abilities. Which for me always made it a very hard deck. Or a leader to play. Looks like Mitchell's made his decisions.
Alright, ready?
And our first play is going to be Karis and Mimic. One of the brand new cards from that Secrets of Power, showing itself to be a great first turn play.
Claim. Pilot.
Initiative claimed after Ryan uses his leader's ability to put an additional resource down, and we start off with a Millennium Falcon. And he goes ahead and defeats a resource. Both are on 3. Mitchell having the initiative, puts 3 on base. A Chewbacca jumps on to the Millennium Falcon. Classic play from Han Solo players. And the swings for 6 will begin. But we do have 3 resources up on Mitchell's side over here. And he basically matches the damage output. That's a little bit of a turn, behind it that Ryan's putting out by putting a 3/5 OB1 into play. So they'll both be able to swing for 6 if their units are not prevented from getting to the bases. Ryan this time does not have to defeat a resource. But with that being a prestige Millennium Falcon, that means James can jump to light speed, which means he can put an additional pilot on. The initiative does allow him to tie it 6 points each.
14.
Mitchell's base now taking 12.
3 to base.
I'm sorry, swing for 7. My bad. I forgot about the +1 against each pilot. Fine, smuggling out. They shield it to 2. Putting on Madala hitting the table. 2 points of damage, so it's coming out early and dropping in 2 spy tokens. We've Ryan claiming the initiative by grabbing that brown token. It does look like the initiative token is actually sitting in that little corner box. So at this point, there is a lot of pressure applied to that could be coming towards the base at Ryan from Mitchell. But there still is that 7 attack power from the Millennium Falcon.
I saw 21 now. I see that 6-7.
7 to base.
I wouldn't have been freaking out.
Having kids that sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
I was like,
Every time my 7-year-old gets in the car, she changes the thermostat to 67 degrees.
21 points of damage on
You
that
know that's kind of cold, right? Like,
data vault.
That's funny.
Pretty strong.
Yeah, I'm sticking with
Yeah. Oh, is this not that? No, sorry. That's my
There we go.
Gotcha.
Get the initiative tokens right. Ryan was trying to steal the good luck charm from Mitchell there.
Let's go 2 to base. 2 to base.
Spy token coming across the board, getting units 2. And that is going to be taken off the board by Ryan's 2/2 into its 0 power token. 11 points is going on his base.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You didn't get just
3 to base.
Yes, but the same thing. You know, you just got those.
I've seen banks that have messed up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you can't trust it.
Dropping the blue leader to the ground with the 2 experience points and then completing an ambush into the mimic.
ATM is probably nothing.
There's a hammerhead reveal to create a ready spy token.
Cards in hand. 4 now. With that,
Which allows for the possibility of another 2 points of damage to back that base or to take out
We'll see. Maybe it's always doing
the
that.
leader.
But I just want to tell you, we got that rocket.
5 to base.
Put some
I
fire
have.
into the base.
I need to get. I'm missing half of the. I need to get the big box Marvel. I have the big box of
Still does have the ability to
I
put
have
the
Dice
resource down, but
Room.
looks like it's going to take the
I don't
initiative.
have any of the comics. So it's the Marvel. The non-Marvel.
3 to base.
So I don't have any of the non-Marvel ones. Except like I can
22.
Yeah.
22 to 21 right now in base damage.
2 to base.
Another 2 more to the base. Mitchell decided to go aggressive.
On ability to hammerhead and kill him.
That's talked about. Because with the league,
Once again, I put on the hammerhead to take out the blue leader. And Mitchell has a very strong command of the ground unit, the ground arena.
I guess over the games or whatever, you get alternate art. Like, yeah, so like you got
9
reaction
points away
to
from
alchemist and stuff.
Ryan is seeing 12 points from Ryan. This is very
I haven't
good.
touched any of the non-comic books yet. So I'm gonna buy those. I'm gonna buy the full season.
Basically, I get I
I keep everything. I keep everything.
Yeah.
Nobody has.
Ryan does not need to sacrifice a resource, but not
But
decide
other
to
than
play.
the ultimate, right? Yeah. Because you dodge ultimates too. So that means you have to all 5 the same.
I'm going to scalp him. Bye-bye.
Makes a threat and lethal.
Oh, is there one die you roll? Oh,
you burn a token,
okay.
and you roll 5 of them non-token.
Yeah.
Looks like 2 moves.
You use it against undefended
Yeah.
because that was the whole thing for you should always just start at
Yeah.
Possibly 3 actions.
Yeah.
Sarah does not anything.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the issue. I think with a lot of games, like as some of these older games, it's like I don't think any of the lot of seasons are like
Did he get the dumb?
yeah. Okay, they did. Okay. And I missed. Yeah, I missed the last one they did with the Halloween one.
The limit, the one New Jackson.
Yeah, where it's like the Ravenous and they tell lady. Yeah, that one was a Kickstarter.
We might just drag
So, oh boy. Yeah.
Man, you just had 3 less health.
Oh, I spent that. Yeah. I usually wait till I go to class to pick up the seeds. That's why I picked up my Marvel one today. I went to picked up the X-Men Con, and then
Players carefully taking out their first action.
so I have all the acrylic tokens of the X-Men. I just have half the non.
It's also big
I
places.
got 7, 8, 9 on the board to put it there.
But I tell people like never buy.
Console pilot,
Yeah.
there was 7 on there.
Well, I mean, because Scarlet Witch is part of that group. It's not. She's part of that group. But I tell people, I'm like, try, even though it sounds bad, like, don't buy it.
5 away from closing out.
Their boards are full.
That hammerhead is a very large unit.
I like okay. Like it's
With only 9 points left. Swinging with the hammerhead and the Queen Amidala would end the game.
yeah.
5 to base?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good for compactability. Yeah.
4 points remaining. Put a blue leader in.
I saw this one dude, and he had this really nice setup of like a trinity where it was like perfect where you just press the button and slid out, and he could pull out
Ambush
all the things for it.
Millennium Falcon.
I'm like,
That's what that was.
like your place, it was beautiful. I'm like, dude. But he had everything.
Slow that
So I was just like, I'm still behind on a lot of board games. I just picked that up here.
There it is. Yeah, just, young Han doing what young Han does. Goes wide quick.
I needed a Han pilot.
Queen
Man.
Amidala doing a lot of work
that
there,
would've been
putting all those
crazy.
extra spy tokens on
a lot
it. It's game
earlier.
number
Yeah,
1.
I think I would
Going
have
to Mitchell.
Like I'm a completionist.
Now players move to sideways.
So like that's why I'm not gonna play Arkham Order, the LCD, because stuff's out of print. Marvel stuff went out of print. Or that guy out there stuff.
It's not going to be like standard. You're going to have
Yeah, mine. I don't play much Magic anymore because I hate the game.
The person that has
But I've been playing for 20 years.
but like down
sort of like color.
My baby is my baby.
and that's a single card.
It's sort of like color.
But fully fold out except for cards that can't be folded. And then
Right.
all the games are their first piece. So you have Absent from Absent.
Yeah, I am on.
You got Mark Guy from Versa. You've got Radiant Archangel from Versa. That's rare. You got original Chroma. You got original the one from.
Now, Ryan has some sideboard cards.
All my
Chaos of War, Bamboozle, a couple of Cunnings, Jamming Communications, and 2 salvages. Got a straight 5 cards, 2 of each. Could see those Cunnings coming in. Kind of grab a little tempo. There wasn't a lot that Mitchell presented for the Bamboozle to target.
Oh yeah, good luck on that.
I have the soul ring.
But the main deck also featuring 3 Hotshot DL44 blasters, which could give that little extra punch needed towards the end. And attached to things like Pinky's Nest, that really could.
Cool. I don't know that I have an excellent one for you either. Regular Han, I'm not too worried about because I can outrace like an ACL Han. But Thick base Han's a little rough. Thick base. Had him to 1. Had him to 1.
Get a draw. We might as well.
It's all
Oh.
I couldn't see because
Taking a look at Mitchell's list, you got Bombing Run, Fell the Dragon, Bright Hope, which could give a little Sentinel protection there. He matches with 2 Let's Call It War, and then Choose Sides could come in to steal away a unit. So it's interesting to see what sideboard cards players find and play during game 2.
oh no, it's not Saturday.
That's kind of cool. It's been a minute since we've been on. You always know what the bullshit is.
I don't know shit about Jackson. There's nothing from Jackson.
Right.
Cool sideboard thing.
Let me verify this is 10. 6.
We are going into game 2. Who was the lucky one?
I was the lucky one by 1.
Yeah, he was at 1, but yeah, he got it. Gonna regret that not being a surprise strike later.
That's it. That was the fear.
Yeah, that would have done it. Non-pilot also would have been a 3 pump in that instance.
That would have been crazy fun.
Ryan starting with
Should we
the
turn 2 non-pilot
initiative,
turn 3?
Yeah, that would have been
off
gross.
the top 6.
I mean, even that last turn, though, it would have been enough to pump. Yeah.
It looks like he likes what he sees.
Yeah.
And if I tell you what every card does out of the are you gonna pay for the pack? No,
Definitely indicating
every
that
card. So I name every card exactly. Not I'll pay for
3 times.
how much is it?
Get timely with Han, though.
Has to be carbonite
You
pack.
can't timely my leader.
I mean, with, like, you can't, combo.
Oh yeah, that'd be
That's
nasty.
something at least, yeah.
If it was like the next unit you play this turn costs 1 less,
Yeah.
but takes 2 damage,
Carbonite pack.
that would have been it. That would have worked with time.
It was, yeah, the other side was, like, on attack or whatever, yeah.
But you don't get to keep
Kind
the
of
card.
like old
No,
Gonk.
you do.
Players
The whole thing is
discussing
you do a
different
pack
ways
of
that Han
which
Solo
is
could have
the
worded
tally
it
of the cost and whoever
allow
has the highest
for
wins those packs.
I'll do that. 'Cause that's terrible luck.
ambush.
Someone once gave me a pack.
Same, but I still do
I
it.
guess
Give me a pack of
fortunately,
Lord of the Rings pack
that was not how they worded that card.
and I still lost money.
It already does provide so much tempo with its current
I don't know
wording.
what that means.
Now, last game, Mitchell led with a
Oh,
Karis Nimic,
I didn't know if he was talking about pack poker.
but he was on the initiative. Let's see what the choice will be for first
That's
play.
impressive.
It's not bad. This other
Non-initiative or second play.
Alright, ready.
but like so.
We'll do the hard thing. Sorry, I'm.
All right.
Do the haunt thing.
Ryan's indicating he's going to play a turn
I'm also doing the
one.
haunt thing. Oh shit. He's suffocating.
For a moment there, Obi-Wan was a flying Jedi.
I will claim.
Resupply on turn 1. That is usually a very good move for yellow Han Solo.
Violence.
Anytime that you can ramp up in this game on turn 1,
Early resupply.
gaining you tempo,
Yeah, you see.
plays giving you that mid-range game
3 to
very
base.
quickly. So 3 points come in. Ryan's base. Ryan now puts out a 4-5 Sentinel with the Captain Typho. Excellent card out of Secrets of Power. A lot of people at first didn't give Secrets of Power the respect that it really deserved. A matching Typho. Those being special cards, by the way. You only get the regular ones out of the pre-con decks. However, one Captain Typho is not quite as tough as the other.
And you're gonna read every training. I'm gonna say exactly what look at everyone's
Ryan using his leader ability to bring a card from his hand down to his resource pile, which will allow the deployment of his leader.
Oh, there they are.
And at this point, both units could attack into that Captain Typho of Ryan's before it's defeated. It could net him up to 2 points of life back, or health back on his base over the course of 2 actions.
Oh, went down to 70?
So I got that one.
What's that? 16. Collage? So it's blue.
Donna, you win.
If I had it in my hand, I probably want to play Poe down on my own pilot. Get into that airspace right now. Unprotected. Let him coach him with what could be 2 units.
I don't need a raffle.
No,
I just win
leader's
it.
out.
I don't need to win it. I just pull it.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I am so good at this game.
Just the best, buddy.
You are so proficient.
And still,
Slamming the
6
Typho.
resources up. Getting a life back as Obi-Wan goes in to Typho.
Slam into your Typho.
Yeah.
And the card comes in off the top of the deck as a resource. And see those reminder tokens he keeps putting out? He's flying so good at bookkeeping. The Ewing reinforcement here.
I was doing math in my head. You've got 7 on board. I've got nothing to stop them. So it makes sense. I didn't see anything that I wanted to see.
And still, Captain Typho has a full blue leader.
It's good.
If you had not had this price to clear Vader, I think I made more.
A little too much clear on that card.
Price strike to clear him.
Something to put 4 points in.
That's Anthony's been like,
And to attack into it.
resupply and a home one.
There's the defeating of the 2 resources. Look at that. Oh, it's Han Solo. It's worth the risk. That's why they turn him back. He's going to attack. Clean kill, like they say.
I think it's 5 games this season. And he's thrown more touchdowns than incompletions. And that's 3 more than any quarterback
Ryan immediately knocking anything to get the board down.
Only 2 others have done it in the past like 2.
Still has
Whatever at
7
that.
resources.
Wow.
Yeah.
And one of those reminder tokens out.
I don't know what the I don't know. It makes every throw.
He's a little stiff.
Playing Evan Hawk, middle
If he runs. Like, everything I see that is stuff that's like you're a coach. Like in that wording game, there were times where he went off and took off and ran.
throw away another
Nice tempo.
The one way we lose this is if somebody comes in and spears the heck out of
Also,
you because you decide
wiping
to just
out the
stow
ball
the
damage.
truck for another yard. Go down. Like you got the first down. You got 3 yards.
Slam typo.
He's got a little bit too much of the. I'll make this one. I can make it grade it out.
On the down.
When he can figure out what plays he needs to print out and what plays he needs
Points
to
of damage.
just like
2 points of damage. Potentially 8 in the Space Arena. And 6 round.
What's
Dante Moore. Up until
That hits the table with 200 damage on him. Search the top 7 cards. There's no additional resources. Okay, so we're looking for a 3-drop or better. We're hoping for 31.
that end zone, the 6 happened to up here. It's like
Some kind of sentinel will clog up that
took the ball, looked over there.
ground. Or maybe
You can see.
maybe a blue leader to kick out
See
something.
the corner. Just
There we
like
go.
watching.
Okay.
And then he like
Just something in this space.
breaks on it, intersects.
Don't think that's enough.
Luckily,
That one is,
That long solo you can set where he's still doing work.
get you that combo quick.
60 base. I'm gonna waylay the
Han is well represented. I'm very surprised that 2 Vaders made it to the top
In
8.
the background.
And the target talent spin on it. I
red
get
5,
that was
and then I will
pretty
swirl
fresh.
out.
He played Vader target town. I mean, I figured target town would be something you need to be watching out for because the Rise of Han 2. You know, so you doing that is pretty cool. I'm only gonna be able to record this round. And once I put this up, I'm gonna probably get this done Monday and have some video of that list going out. I got something trying to get the team to do some like talking heads and do like a podcast style of talking head shop. One of our guys won a box and he won the Mother Towson.
Oh yeah.
Same dude.
Doug?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played his
Crushed it. So he had a rough day on the table, but he had a great day on the round. And then
So far, I have not seen a sideboard card
one of the
I'm at 7.
prestige serialized.
Yeah.
One of my friends got the red.
Something like that. They were really low numbers. And then Jeff won, and then Riley, who kind of came in with our Ray deck that we put together, got the big ball card, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know. The A-frame on the back makes it where you can throw it up in the gaming cave. Hello, I'm killing you.
I'm Michael.
Michael, nice to meet you.
Noah.
No, pleasure.
I'm part of the Wilmington crew, so Dylan and Cam did all the judges. Basically.
So you were with Chris Lovelace and that
Yeah.
group too? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, cool. You guys are rocking.
the wind here?
Rolling
We,
deep.
it's not a far drive. It's like get everybody down here.
Yeah.
Not really. Not this.
And y'all come with a strong group. I have not seen, a
Han
player you can walk
and
with. know,
trade into this one.
everybody's coming. That seems to come out of it strong.
We got a good local. We have 2 stores. We have a good local.
You are tapped out.
Everyone
What do you average in your weekly?
Swing 5, dealing hero.
right now, probably like
Power.
For the holidays.
Patch the
and
hog
like
to swing 6.
like on if there's an event, like a big event, we'll get an easy, like a store or something, like 20 around.
That's solid. That is very good.
Okay, that's game. Let's stop.
Johnson is seeing much love. Like we're like sometimes
That was
Yeah,
very impressive. That
for me.
dueling reinforcement turn just really widened the
The
board.
highest showdown we had so far
Lions.
out of the 3 shops that I work with was a 7-man.
Yellow Han Solo.
7-man showdown?
7-man showdown.
That's the biggest?
That was the biggest one out of the 3 shops. That you know, I don't know what ZG has going on.
Synergy, yeah. Is that the biggest one in the area though? Synergy?
I don't have it. I have no connection.
Gotcha, alright.
Unfortunately, that's the way
There's,
it goes.
Yeah, I think we got
A good chance that they go back into their sideboards, but that initiative switch could be, this game could easily be just down to who gets to go first.
Yeah, Dylan's cool.
Yeah, I went to
Jamie? Yeah, I love Jamie.
I went to the pre-release for Shadows. Never played before. Just like thought it was cool. And then everybody there was like, "You need cards? Take these cards. Like, come play all the time." And like, for
That's
every
what I
new
love.
person who joins, it's the same deal. So.
It doesn't have the toxicity that Magic the Gathering has kind of started to have in the last few years. But I think it's because the price.
You know how great the community has been in Star Wars.
Oh no, you're gonna have to give me I can't give you something.
It's how non-toxic the player base
And
is.
then just the willingness of people to like
Lots of people sharing cards,
strategy.
giving away extras.
I mean, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when you were deciding about
Communication with each other,
target
strategies,
So,
deck
I-
ideas.
This is the first time I've played since like pre-Christmas, and I was playing. I think it was just Vader when like going into Christmas
Already,
And then,
too.
yeah,
Okay.
and then like look at PQ stats. And, like you said, Hantu's everywhere. It's like, all right, let's see if Tarkin Down works. It kind of does.
How many Hans did you knock out on the way here?
I think I'm over there talking to the Vader head.
Both of the Hans I played beat
Tarkentown.
Ryan and
Hey!
those
Yeah.
Well, not knocked out, but did you
He
get
beat
the
me
win?
though, yeah.
two. Beat him, lost 2-1 to him.
Ryan talking about how
Gotcha.
that was one of his losses he took in
And then I beat Doug.
Swiss rounds was
Doug
the
had the
Vader
red
Tarkentown.
Hans.
Pilot
Yeah, he,
version.
You knocked out 2
Ass
red Hans
blaster
in the
that
Swiss
center.
round. You did face it.
Fucking
So Tarktown did what for you?
I mean,
what's
minimum
up.
damage Vader on like a close combat squadron. Senta is 10. Like bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Thanks to
No other
yeah, so
units.
it's- yeah, if you've kept the board completely
That,
clear,
that's a
you
turn
get slapped
one,
for
I just kill
10.
your thing.
That and Daring Raid is the answer into Grogu. So like
It's
Han
also
2
the
puts
answer
down.
to the turn 1 stolen 18 You know, you're like, oh, thank you.
Daring Raid.
All right, so
Yeah.
players are making their decisions on their hands.
Oh,
Mitch will have
I
an
have 2
initiative at this point. Looks like Ryan's already
That's the one that attacks right away, right?
because if I've got Clone Combat out,
You want to get a big
This
I can
is
flip
the
Vader
final
Senta, and
game
it's a
of the
10
match.
minimum. Like if
Each
there's
player
nothing else out
one
there,
game
Clone Combat,
apiece.
I can flip Vader onto it. You
Still
make 2
good.
ties. And hits for 10.
That's strong.
Oh, and it's all one action.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
You got to get there because Tarkentown's 25. It's not guaranteed you're going to get there.
Yeah, you don't have any healing. You're straight up like slow them down and run hard.
Yeah.
That's an interesting strategy.
It was good. I got hit for like 13 and 15 now.
Yeah.
That'll do it when you're running a 25.
The amount of damage that Vader Red
Sure,
can
by
do.
the way. Did you get that like?
Alright, so Cassian Andor coming out as a mock version of the Battlefield Marine.
Playing.
Obvious.
Yeah, sure.
Han
So
Solo
I'm pretty
redeemed.
I'm a kind of fan. and they make Cubs shirts
ability
where it's just
to
like,
Wait,
put
was
a
this the guy?
resource
There was
down
like an
and get
FDR
a
segment where
drop
they've had
station
some
in
beef
play.
with the stadium because they were selling all their stuff.
no, it's very like minimalist. So like there's actually one from Dawkins in their shop where it's just all of the Cubs farm teams, and so Myrtle Beach is on there. And then there's one that's like for the World Series, the greatest game ever played was on a Thursday night in Cleveland.
Yeah, okay.
Stuff like that. Stuff like that.
How did you get the Millennium Falcon
They
from
were
there all
doing
baseball?
they were doing a May the 4th special.
Some work.
Okay.
You know, it's a minimalist like.
I like it though.
Yeah.
It's got all the features you want for the satellite.
Hyperspace foil really
It's that was one of the ships that we were considering
resupply.
on the play games.
Yeah.
We went with Indigo Squad
How did I feel that coming?
because that was like a major problem for Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, and that's kind of our ring.
Yeah.
So, and then we get like the X-wing coming up,
Yeah.
you know, with the kind of almost indigo-ish color to it. We generated an AI, and then I went and cleaned up the edges on it, and then I sent it off to some artists. Everybody just collaborated.
Yeah.
I'll talk to the shops. Like, hey, you guys are running 3 events on the same day.
Part of that
Spread this out a little
library
bit.
should
Players can show up.
have,
Yeah, that kind of thing. Because in Charleston, we're blessed and cursed at the same time.
chose not to.
So for our population, roughly 350,000
Chan has a
Tri-County Greater Charleston area, right? I think we have 7 game shots.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's multiple final rounds, right? Yeah. Or is it?
There
there's-
was.
Okay.
They did close the one there, but Green Dragons over there in West
Yeah.
Ashley. Final
Let's say
round.
May, so
Grand Line.
Yeah.
you
Labyrinth
chose not to or missed the
ZG.
trigger.
A second Somerville ZG.
Oh, sorry. Are you ready? Oh, my bad. My bad. It's definitely not hooked.
Animal
I'll
House
swing 5. Show you the
Cars,
U-wing.
which is actually in the mall. And when they're moving to a place that seats like over 150 people. So we are really hoping that we can bring a PQ there, kind of provide support to fill that whole place up because they are.
That was
not
a
sustainable.
missed trigger, which I would not see why.
The guy Kevin that runs that place is awesome. Between Grand Line
I'm still seeing 4 resources.
Animal House Cards,
I'm just now using his ability to go up 1, so
OT.
Let's go 5 days.
Or the owner directly, you know, and organize like each one of the shops. I try to capture like one event with something. We're covering 4 games right now. So
it's a little bit hard to tell if there's 4 or 5 out there, but I think there's just the 4.
but it's got its folder on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, paying for full 4 for the Captain Typho. It looks like you did miss the trigger on the Cham, or just elected not to put the resource into play.
Mostly modern commander. Like they had a 7K down there for CEH.
Yeah.
And
That would prevent him from being able to bring his
Claim.
those are full
own
pods.
console out.
Yeah. And I set my whole camera up, ready to go for the last pod. And they're like, you know what, we're just going to split the price. I was like, but it was like 10 o'clock on it. Like, it was late. Because those rounds are long. And I was pushing that to the limit. That frame is, I think, a 10-pound limit frame is what it's rated for. So this part right here was doing yeah, I was like, I'm taking a risk here. So I'm glad we didn't do it. But we did do a late night with the crew at the Animal House Zoo.
Feeding the 2 resources
Video with the
required.
owner and his like the number 2 guy,
Yeah.
and a couple of other players like actually playing the game, just like show like like these guys aren't just owners, they are gamers too. They love the game,
5 resources.
and they play the most ridiculous
That Cham
cards. Like they are
at the right time.
I can't remember the name of the red card.
Ability.
Where everything is exiled,
Throw a card.
and then you start with the person who played it, and they pick a card, and it comes into play tap. So dude's getting ready to win the whole thing, right? Kevin, the owner, hasn't played anything yet.
And
Really,
gets
any substance.
3-2.
And then he plays that. He's like, well, you don't win if you take it. And he throws down. And they just go through this ridiculous. Like one guy had the, what do they call them? They're from the unset, where you're making like carnival.
Slamming champ, or not
There's a
champ.
name for them, but
Typos.
it'll come to me in a bit. But he had all three of those out, so those would pick. I mean, the game was ridiculous. So those are fun to record. Yeah, because that's very casual. It's after, they start at like 10 p.m. Looks like when they pulled the date down. Everything's kind of calming down a little bit. We do Star Wars around 5 o'clock at the store. And then they also do Pokemon at 5 o'clock. So I'll try to catch the last round of Pokemon.
Mitchell had 18 damage on his data
And then
ball.
catch the last round of Star Wars.
13
talk about the shop a little bit. And they actually have a
Ryan's
team
data ball.
that they sponsor. They have a commander
Ryan
team.
is managing to
We got a
out-tempo.
Pokemon team. Very soon they're gonna have a Riftbound team.
On the spy.
And depending on what I can do as far as getting the players to turn out, it could be the potential of a team that sponsors travel for Star Wars. They don't mind. Like, they'll run their tournaments
Puts out the constable with no target.
and just be like peripheral sales, we'll work it out.
It was so funny because
They paid
Using that deck to
they
take
had a
the Chewbacca
72
out.
player pack.
about these app, we're burning together.
I think it was $40 or $50. They came up like $5,400 that they were taking off. And they capped out. There was a waiting list. But they capped out because of the number of chairs they had.
One of those prestige.
They haven't moved to the location. And they paid out $7. But they also, I think one dude dropped like $3,500 on Pokemon. And I was watching there were big numbers that were that registered. And they were very well staffed. Like you walk in the door and they are like eye contact. Hey, how you doing? As you walk in. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go down to the Northwoods Mall, it's right off of, when you're going down I-26, there's actually a phosphate exit. And you hang a left and then the next left and you're on the boulevard that takes you to the mall.
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you make it for any of the hyperdrives?
Careful about the resource
Right on. I
choices.
thought it's like kind
He's
of
got
the
a
first I've
weak
seen.
colon.
We did a Sunday. So,
I don't actually remember. You were sick for Galactic, though, right?
Yeah, I had my gallbladder removed.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah.
I remember it was
that's
something.
very sick.
It was rough, yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, I'm glad that you made it through that, 'cause that is a life-threatening situation.
Showing that you and reinforcement, which is kind of
Look no worse for wear.
No, and the
Dude, as handsome as ever, yeah.
foreshadowing the future
the cuts, if you had to see them, they were all
of the next play.
They barely.
Hey, that's
Again,
good doctor,
Evan
baby.
Hawk just
Yeah.
pounding away at
It's amazing what
5.
they can do in a
Now
small
having
area. They
23
can
points of damage.
I wish I could have done that with my back.
Yeah.
But they literally, like, your whole area is inside a sack.
All right, you guys have
So
30
they came
minutes.
to me and they cut here. And they also go to the back
Bobby throwing the 30-minute time
to my
point.
L5s. And they pulled the whole sack to the
Some
side.
people do. Some people do
And
like
then put it in
top
the,
age.
separate everything from the hard parts. And then put me back together. I didn't move for almost 2 weeks. I couldn't like even wash myself. It was rough. I was very fortunate that my mother was still around.
Interesting.
Yeah, so. And then when she came around to being diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, I was working remote. So I was able to go up to Anderson and spend the last 7 months with her, and it was a blessing.
What do you do for work?
I work with the USC right now.
So we got
I'm looking for something else.
I have the initial time.
Yeah.
Oh, I went to
Yeah.
search over
Yeah.
it.
looking
My bad.
pretty
The only things
strong
I take interest on
I was like,
is
shit, I'm waiting on
my
my
credit card. And
for both solo
once they
players
move
right
it, Animal
now.
House, I
Just
move those tickets out there. Just to be able to
8-point
record.
advantage, it looks like.
I do a lot of
More damage
see
on
a lot of redesigning their pages that they do. Protocols,
9 points.
how to handle things.
What you get? Anything fun?
Got 2 more Galen Ursos.
Hey!
And 6 Sparrows.
Winner, chicken
You
dinner.
have there's a top 8 healer, so in there, right?
I like the bag. The bag is a fresh touch.
Drawn, baby. That's who. That's the top 8 one.
That's
right.
the one.
Okay.
That's cool. I think the foiling they do, it's similar to the one from
It's
the
like the
participation
surge
packs,
foiling.
but it's so nice.
The text looks good.
Yeah. That's pretty, man. Congratulations. Hope you get a showcase out your box.
That would make it. That make
If
it
Doug cracks a showcase out that box, I'm just going to shred.
Crack this routine.
And I wonder if the mother tells him. Someone
So
or
this
before I
thing
even
made
got
25 points of damage on the base.
Yeah, it was gone like that.
Bro, I tried it, bro. I would love it too.
We know Ryan has the U-wing reinforcements, has 7 resources up. Ebon Hawk has just been doing its Ebon Hawk thing.
Yeah, there's so they just released the new character for this like week. You have changed for that. I'll show you what I have.
Oh, there's a fly.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Whoa. You're missing one.
Ebon Hawk is a 3 toughness unit, so it's probably a good idea to take out the token and take out the Ebon Hawk and just cross fingers.
No. You're telling me you don't.
Oh yeah. I'm done.
There's that U-wing.
Show it to you on the game.
No, you're good. You're good.
Whoa, 1990. I got 4.
7 hot yellow sleeved cards.
Oh yeah. I was short a quarter, but sure.
How many units does that give him space? It's going to be the question. So Sentinel to clog the board up. And looks like a blue leader. Ambush in. Yep, just that Ebon Hawk gets to stay out just a little longer. Ryan offering the cut to the bottom portion of the deck. Now Mitchell has to commit 2 units into that Captain Typho to remove it from the table. Only having 8 points of health remaining on the data bank.
Yeah, you two sit in there.
Congrats on the pet. Did you get anything else in there?
No.
Did you just randomly pull one out of the thing
No,
too? Was
so
that just
I have,
you didn't buy a whole box, did you?
No, I have a slot where I pull out of the carbide
Oh,
box
your lucky spot, huh?
4 times out of 5 per day.
What's the swap?
I'm not here to pull backs out of here.
And I don't tell anyone.
At least 7 if Ryan has a heroic card
I do the same thing for
between the
I just
token
got a
and the
pack
Ebon Hawk.
poker with Will and then pulled a showcase Jar Jar, and I was like, I'm out. I'll buy another
You got
one.
that
We'll
serial
pack.
charger.
Yeah.
I mean, he and
Only need
One
one additional
pack. I was like,
point
man.
damage to finish the game
Boxes
with
of
these 2 actions. has the Captain Typhoon. Threatening lethal on the board each turn. So Captain Typhoon is not Mitchell decides to go ahead and grab the last turn of this final game of this match.
Just a case.
Just in case.
And you've done it. You pulled it 3 out of 4 times.
I pulled the showcase. I pulled the showcase.
Eight resources. And that really does feel like it's been the story of this last game, is that one resource behind. Well, that and the Evan Hawk just coming in turn after turn after turn from turn 2 on. 5 points of damage.
Counting 1, 2, 3, 4.
Unimpeded.
Magic I used to have a thing for Magic, but and then they started Magic actually cares about distribution. They actually started randomizing. They don't sequentially pack boxes. They actually randomly pack the pack. But especially when I said
You must have crushed with Cotton too. First set. You knew that?
Captain Typhoon is so good at quality of the ground. And all it takes is
Yeah, but that went quick.
a surprise strike. I believe it comes solo. It has its moments. Anything like that. Close this out in 2 actions. Mitchell carefully think about any angle that he can shoot to. That's a record. Can take out the Typho.
I'm also looking at that battery right now. So.
And he was, and the person that he and Han, because he's trying to get me down. I said, if you don't buy it, right, you don't buy it. I'll buy it and I'll tear it down.
Yeah.
And he did not know me. He said, like, are you sure? Like,
It was like a hot shot.
He gave it to me. I ripped it in half. I said, I'm gonna buy another. I'm gonna buy it.
You know, 43 blaster.
And that's true. That's 2.5.
4 to the base. And that is the extra bit of damage you need.
I flipped the rip. I flipped the rip.
Get something to block the airspace, and it's looking like that might be. There it is, a handshake. Congratulations. And there you have it. Han, old Han Data Vault. A story that has been told. Han, old yellow Han Green. Now with an extra 3 points of health with the Data Vault being printed out of the Jump to Light Speed set. So it's going to be with us into the post-rotation era. And that turn 1 resupply in match or game number 2, always a clutch play, but really the Ebon Hawk really telling the story in that match, where it just over the course of time it just never was taken off the board. So it just kept every turn, always you count on 5 points from it. And once the Ewing reinforcement was played and there was a sentinel on the board, that just pretty much locked things up. So congratulations, Ryan, for making it to the top 4. And the video that we had before this, which you will probably see popping up here pretty soon on this video, has a rundown of the final tables and the top 4 decks, and we go into some other details. But we end up with a very interesting ending to that. So if you've not seen that video yet, I'm not going to give away the spoilers for it, but definitely worth the watch. But with all that said and all that gameplay played, Mitchell, congratulations for making the top 8, walking away with a box of the Secret Powers, and Ryan moving into the top 4 to continue his journey towards the champion of the event. His efforts towards that. And with that said, this is Jason again with OTPG on the Play Games, and whether it is day or night, have a blessed one.